Physics Class 12, Chapter 6, Electromagnetic Induction, AC Generator. An AC generator converts mechanical energy into electrical energy. Its working is based on Faraday's law of induction, according to which whenever magnetic flux passing through a coil changes, EMF is induced in that coil. Now let us see the parts and the functioning of AC generator. It consists of a coil mounted on a rotor shaft. The axis of rotation of the coil is perpendicular to the direction of magnetic field B. The coil, which is called armature, is mechanically rotated in the uniform magnetic field by some external means. The rotation of the coil causes the magnetic flux through it to change, so an EMF is induced in the coil. The ends of the coil are connected to an external circuit by means of slip rings and carbon brushes. This is the coil. This is the axis of the coil. This coil is also called armature, which is mounted on a rotor shaft, and externally we can rotate this coil. To create the magnetic field, there is a magnets are kept here. This is north pole, this is south pole, so magnetic field is in this direction. Now axis of the coil is always perpendicular to the magnetic field. This axis is like this and magnetic field is from north to south, so magnetic field is in this direction, so they are always perpendicular. The ends of the coil are connected to the slip rings, then carbon brushes, and from there they are connected to the external circuit. Now when this coil by external means you are rotating, so when you rotate the coil there will be change in flux, and change in flux will create here EMF. Okay, so the EMF is created by Faraday's law because changing in the flux. When the coil is rotated with a constant angular speed omega, the angle theta between magnetic field B and area vector A of coil at any instant t is theta is equal to omega t. Suppose when you are rotating this, the angular speed of this rotation is omega, and theta is the angle between the area vector and the magnetic field. Then t is at any time t, we can say angular speed is equal to angular displacement divided by time. So if you time transfer here, then theta will be omega into t, which is changing always. The effective area of coil exposed to magnetic field lines changes with time. Okay? So when it is rotating, the effective area which is exposed to the magnetic field lines are fixed, but area you are rotating. Okay, so the area which is exposed to these magnetic field lines changes with time. Phi b, we know it is given by BA cos B dot A. B dot A means BA cos theta. Theta you put value omega t, so you write BA cos omega t. By Faraday's law, this is by mistake it is here, by Faraday's law of induction, E is equal to minus d phi b by dt. N is the number of turns. Put the value of phi b, BA cos omega t. B is constant, A is constant, take out of the differentiation, so minus n BA d by dt of cos omega t. Cos derivative is minus sin omega t. Omega t, once again you do d by dt of omega t, which is omega. So I have written here n BA omega sin omega t. Now this value is maximum when sin omega t is 1. Okay, so let n BA omega, this value call it as E naught. Maximum value of EMF when sin omega t is plus or minus 1. We know that range of sin is from minus 1 to plus 1. So maximum value of this can be either plus 1 or minus 1. Okay, so when this is 1, we call it this as E naught, that is the maximum value of EMF. The direction of current changes periodically, therefore current is called alternating current. Here the current changes alternatively or periodically, therefore it is called alternating current or AC current. Suppose omega you write as 2 pi mu, where mu is the frequency of the rotation of the coil, then you can write E is equal to E naught instead of omega 2 pi mu t, and this sign as it is. And this is sine curve, so it is sinusoidal curve. It is something like this. Okay, this is with respect to time. This is t by 4 time. That is, suppose the coil is suppose at the beginning the coil will be perpendicular. Okay, so at t by 2 time means the coil will turn this much. Okay, that is 1 by 4 time, 1 t by 4 time. Then t by 2 time it will be this much. Then again t by 3t by this much, and then again it will come 2t time. It will come. Sorry, t time it will be totally in this direction. It will be in this direction. Okay, so it is written here. See, at 0 time the EMF is 0. This is EMF. Okay, this is a maximum, this is minimum, minus E. So at t equal to 0, it is 0. Then at t equal to 4, the EMF is maximum. Then at again half cycle, it is 0. Okay, again 3t/4, it is maximum, but in the opposite sense. Okay, opposite direction. It is changing its direction. And again at the time the full cycle is completed, it will become 0, and then it continuously rotates. So this is a sinusoidal graph. You can just look here in the figure. At the beginning it is like this. Okay, so EMF is 0, then it is like this, then it is rotated in this stage, it is rotating completely in this direction, so it is maximum. Okay, then after that it is rotating down again, so it comes 0, then again it is rotating in this direction, it comes maximum and back to the first position, so it is like this, and again EMF is 0, and this continuously goes on. This is given in your textbook, and they have given us the different stages. It has to be, the coil has to be rotated from external means. According to that, they have given us 3 types. Okay, 3 types of the generator. The first one is hydroelectric generator. In this, the mechanical energy required for rotation of armature is provided by water falling from height. These are called hydroelectric generators. So, to rotate the coil, they are using water from falling from height, that is called hydroelectric generator. Second is thermal generator. In this they are using steam at high pressure. Water is heated to produce steam using coal or other sources. The steam at high pressure rotates the armature. These are called thermal generators. And third one is nuclear power generator, that is instead of coal, if nuclear fuel is used, we get nuclear power generator. Okay, so these are the 3 depending on how the coil is rotated. Generators produce electric power as high as 500 megawatt, that is it can light up 5,100,000 watt bulbs. Okay, so it can give you the energy which can almost 500 megawatt. In most generators, coil are held stationary and electromagnets are rotated. So in generator, sometimes coil, here we saw that coil is rotating, but coil is not rotating. Coil is stationary and these magnets are rotating. Okay, so magnets rotate and this is kept stationary. The frequency of rotation is, we have India 50 Hz and some countries like USA it is 60 Hz. Okay, so we'll keep this much, and this is the end of the chapter. Thank you very much.